So today I'm here to confess something. I'm really into this guy, but he doesn't really know. And it's been going on for about 10 years. And I'm wondering if that makes me a creeper. That someone is Johnny Depp. He doesn't know it, but we're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary this July. 10 years ago when I was 14, oh gosh, that sounds really creepy now. I saw this movie called Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was actually pretty nervous about seeing the movie because I thought it was going to be really scary, and I may or may not have been a really wimpy 14-year-old. But as soon as the movie started, I was totally into it. I was there with my mom and my aunt, and they were all like, oh, this guy Johnny Depp is in this movie. He's like so dreamy. Ooh. And I remember being like, ew, a 40-year-old cannot be hot. But then it hit me like a ton of bricks. First shot of him where he's standing on top of that boat and he's got like the golden sunlight beaming off of his glistening pecs, his smudged black pirate eyeliner. It was love at first sight. Now, revealing my new obsession to my friends in 7th grade was a whole nother story. I thought I was totally weird for liking this old guy. Even my teachers made fun of me. So instead of finding a real live, close to my age boyfriend at school like a normal person, I just wrote Johnny all over my notebooks. I put pictures of him in my locker. I even had this cheesy pin that said, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. He was my new crush. So this obsession went on for quite a long time, but it wasn't until 4 years later that my dreams were actually answered. Little did I know, 2008 would be the year that I would actually meet my dream man. Being the stalker I was, I found out that there was a casting call for extras for this new movie called Public Enemies, which was starring Johnny Depp. And if you saw my last video, you know I grew up in Wisconsin. I was super excited and I knew I had to try to get in. So I went to this casting call where they basically just took pictures of everyone and they would call you back if they wanted you to be an extra. I stood in line for hours, but that's what true fangirls do. A few weeks later, I got a call. They chose me to be an extra. Apparently my face looks like it's from the 1940s. I was ecstatic. On the day of filming, they put me in this vintage outfit and they did my hair all curly. I'll probably show some really embarrassing picture right now. I remember sitting on set waiting for Johnny to arrive. I was so nervous, I was like shaking. The anticipation was killing me. Finally, when he walked in, it was like a ray of heaven was just shining down on him. He looked up and sort of waved and like smiled at everyone, and I died. I didn't die, I'm still here. But there he was, my dream man, in the flesh. I was actually lucky enough to be an extra in 2 scenes. The first one was this huge courtroom scene, so I was with like 30, 40 other people. But the second scene took place at the hotel front desk, and I was like the receptionist girl, and so it was me, one other extra, Johnny Depp, and Marion Cotillard, his co-star. I was insanely excited. The only problem was in the scene I have these earphones on and I have my back to everybody. And even though I embarrassed myself by mumbling a bunch of stuff to him incoherently at one point, it was a total success, if I could remember anything. Johnny and I even exchanged a few words. I'd love to tell you every single detail, but like some traumatic event, it's basically wiped from my mind and it's just like a big blur. Thanks a lot, brain. Anyway, I just wanted to say happy 10-year anniversary, Johnny. I know it's creepy that I started liking you when I was 14. Thanks for showing me it's okay to be different. Thanks for being an insanely nice person to work with, even if it was only for a few moments. And above all, thank you for taking your shirt off in the movie Don Juan DeMarco. Bye.